Hello everyone, how are you handling the heat? This video is a day at the zoo and some bits of gardening at the end, this was before this heat, but that's what I'm doing the voiceover. So we got to see the lovely giraffes. We stayed for quite a while, to be honest. It was the best temperature, there was a small breeze, children had snacks, and we're just wandering, and this is lovely, as you'll see. So how is everybody handling this heat? I do apologise for the bad sound because it's the hot weather. I do have the fan on in the background. It's over the other side of the room. It's too hot for me to turn it off, so I do apologise. So we've had our 5-year-old, his school hasn't shut at all, and the older girls, our 11 and 12-year-old, have had a half day and then a whole day of homeschooling. And having to say, homeschooling the girls during COVID, when they were 5 and 6 to now at 11 and 12, I actually found today quite nice. I was working from home as well, so we were all sitting at the table together with our laptops, which was really sweet. And the girls asked me when they wanted help, and I was checking in on them, and they were saying, how's your day going? So it was very strange, but it was really lovely, and I really didn't expect to enjoy it or be able to get as much done as I did. So a very productive day for all of us. So as I was saying before, how is everybody handling the heat? What have you found to do to make things better? Personally, I think the metal insulated bottles that are now very reasonably priced, and most people have 2 or 3, are an absolute godsend. We put ice in them in the morning, and they are cold all day, which is amazing, especially on days out as well. So you do it, and to be fair, on days out we fill them probably 3/4 with ice. And we put them in with the food. They're like an ice pack as well, and then we take another one to drink on the way and fill up. I love them. Possibly back to the zoo though. So the lovely Piggy, we always seem to get funny looks whenever we go to the zoo. We are an honest family. We teach our children where their food comes from, and to be grateful and thankful for that food and that animal's sacrifice. So when we go to the zoo, when our children see piggies, they give them names, and our son decided this one was Pork Chop, and there were a few adults around me that gave me very funny looks when my son said, look, that's Pork Chop, he's not bacon or ham, he's going to be pork chops for dinner. Delicious, yummy. It didn't go down well with a lot of the other parents, but it's difficult because it's each to their own. I don't want to tell their children something they don't want them to know, but I'm not going to not tell my child. The goats were so funny. So this is a new bit at the zoo where the wallabies used to be. So they've got some different goats, and they are very cute, very lovely, but they do want to eat you. They want to attack you, not in a bad way. So if you've got all the leaves around, the leaves are poking through, and lots of people, our children included, were picking them to feed them because they were eating them anyway, and it was funny. There is a little bit coming up here. So there you go, but that went on for ages. The children were just running around and the goats were running, and it was really cute. We went into the lorikeets, and I was really surprised because all of the trees, you know, there's so many trees, and I don't know how much I got in this video, but there's not a lot of green. So here you can see like the one sort of dead leaf, but lots of it was very barren. It was a bit alarming in there. I mean, there was no nectar to feed them because it was more the afternoon, so they'd been fed a lot during the day, but a lot of the greenery, all their beautiful green trees, were very dead. This is now the garden. So this is our 11-year-old digging some holes to put some plants in. So that's all the garden mint, which is delicious. And then these are some of the plants we've got. So to go in the ground, what have we got here? Oh, these are our new strawberry plants. They're beautiful, so they're not like the normal ones that go in low. They're different, and this one, I believe they've both got strawberries, but they're ripening before we've even got them in the trough. Yeah, so these strawberries are so pretty. They're more of a taller flower. You can see the tiny strawberries growing in the middle. Well, I hope you can. But they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And there's a big abundance on one plant. Whereas traditional strawberry plants, they sort of self-plant themselves. This is just soil from the garden that our 5-year-old said he wanted to plant a sunflower, so he's done it with magic. Bless him. So this was where we'd got with the garden. So we've done so much, I'm so pleased. So we've got everything planted. The strawberry plants are in the trough up there. We've got all of this planted along the side. Our 5-year-old actually dug the extra patio slabs out. There was a couple of bricks here. He's dug them out. We've swept all of this. Yeah, all this soil that you can see filled in on the grass is where he dug every single slab out. He's piled them up. He's very proud of himself. And then I don't know what we're going to do with that pile of rubble. So we've got some English lavender, we've got the angel wings, some foxgloves and a delphinium in this bed. Actually I might go out over the weekend and see how much they've grown and update you over the next few days. Interesting to see. I hope they're fine in the heat. But yeah, so they're growing quite well. That needs chopping back a bit more, that orange pyrocanthus. And we're going to take those slabs up, and then we've got the fern that is there. This is on the second part of the flower bed we're redoing. We've got our euphorbias, there's a Philadelphus, some heucheras, peony, then we've got the new salix, we've got 2 fuchsias, a dark pink and light pink. This is the bit we're filling in for the veggie patch. The red pyrocanthus has been cut back a lot. In there we have geraniums, because obviously they like the heat and that part gets very hot. And then we've got a hanging basket with the hanging fuchsia, which is a different pink. And then obviously that's our son's climbing frame. And we are getting there with this garden. I'm pleased with the progress. There's the fire pit, to which all the wood from the garden we are chopping up and putting in there. So we've got a bit more there and in that trough. A big pile of rubbish, which has actually gone now. And then bits and pieces to salt, a few more plants to put in the ground and to repot. Our passion flower is growing amazingly, much more than it probably should. And this is our 5-year-old's beautiful hanging basket. Whatever you're doing in this heat, stay hydrated, use sun cream and look after each other. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.